You ever think about life? Like, is there a map for it all, a way to make sense of the whole journey from the very beginning to the very end? Well, today we're going to dive into a really cool framework that tries to do exactly that. It's called the 10 Phases of Life.
Okay, so check this out. The most striking thing about this journey is how it's bookended. We begin in phase 1, arrival, completely helpless, totally dependent, and then we end in phase 10, going. And we're in a very, very similar state. It's this incredible kind of poignant full circle thing.
So, that's the big question, right? If we start and end in basically the same place of dependency, what's the whole point of that incredible, complex, messy journey that happens in between? That's exactly what we're about to break down.
All right, so the first major part of our journey is really a climb. It's all about building ourselves up from that initial state of helplessness. It's the ascent towards creating our own unique identity, becoming someone totally separate from where we began.
And this climb, it happens in 3 really clear, really crucial steps. It all starts with the growing phase. Here, the main drive is just to become independent, a lot of times by picking up and adapting habits from our family. This leads right into the learning phase, where we start to really focus on getting skills, finding out what we're actually good at. And finally, that brings us to the earning phase, taking those skills and building a career that brings us not just a paycheck, but hopefully a real sense of fulfillment.
So once we've established our own independence, once we kind of have ourselves figured out, the focus naturally starts to shift outward. It stops being just about me, and it starts becoming about us. This is where we begin to build a world that includes other people. This expansion really kicks off with the sharing phase. You've got a stable career, and now you're looking for a partner to share all of life's ups and downs with. This flows pretty naturally into the nurturing phase. And oh man, this phase is busy. The source material calls it thoroughly busy and occupied, and that's probably an understatement. It's that intense time of investment, raising kids, growing a career, building a home. You're just all in on the world you've created. After all those years of building and nurturing, something new starts to emerge. This is the giving phase. You've hit a lot of your goals, and now there's this impulse to give back to the society that helped you get there. It's about creating a legacy, a way of saying thank you to life for the journey. This is a huge pivot point, right? Shifting from building your world to ensuring its future. And it sets the stage for a much more reflective time.
And just like that, the whole arc of life begins to turn inward. That frantic outward pace of building and doing starts to quiet down, giving way to a more contemplative period. This is the part of the journey where we really start to look back and reconcile with our own story.
This brings us to the yearning phase, a time that's just filled with memories. But it is absolutely a double-edged sword. On one side, you have this deep yearning to go back and relive the most amazing, joyful moments of your life. But on the other, you're hit with a flood of regrets, the missed opportunities, the mistakes, the things you wish you could go back and fix. It's a really powerful, bittersweet period of looking back.
So, how do you get past that? How do you move on from all that yearning and regret? Well, this framework suggests the answer is in the forgiving phase. To find peace for the final part of the journey, you have to find serenity. And a path to that serenity, as it's defined here, starts with forgiving yourself first. And then you can extend that forgiveness to others for any hurts they might have caused you along the way.
Through that forgiveness, you find peace. And with that peace, the circle completes. We arrive at the going phase, returning to that state of helplessness. You're like a child again, completely dependent, being cared for by others. The journey is complete.
So there it is, the entire map laid right out. From arrival, we grow, learn, and earn our way to independence. Then we expand outward to share, nurture, and give back. And finally, we turn inward to yearn, forgive, and prepare for going. A full, complex, and really beautiful journey. Seeing it all laid out like this really makes you think, doesn't it? It's a powerful lens to view your own experiences through. So the question I want to leave you with is this. Looking at this map of life, which phase best defines where you are right now?